$98. For customer assistance, billing inquiries, or to block future calls, dial 1-877-650-4249. To hear the cost of this call, press 8 now. To accept this call, press 5 now. To decline this call, hang up. This call is subject to monitoring and recording. Do not use three-way or call waiting features during this call. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Excuse me. Hey, Brother Hovind here. Is this a good time?
Yes, sir. It's a good time.
I didn't want to bother you during lunch or something, but I got a couple thoughts. They're going to take us out any minute to decontaminate our dorm, which I don't know how long that'll take. It may be, I can't get to the phone for a while.
Okay.
Hopefully all of my records will still be here, all my files. So just for the record, I am concerned that there will be things tampered with.
I understand.
Okay. But it hasn't happened yet, so I'll let you know when I get back. Okay, I have three quick thoughts, if you can either record them or write them down.
Yes, sir. I'm recording.
Okay. There was a fellow I read about. The government wanted his property, but he wouldn't sell it. And there's a wicked woman who was very highly placed in government. She worked for the government, very high level. She said, well, I'll take care of that for you. So they accused this guy of being wicked and of being anti-government. They held a trial, and two false witnesses were called in and documented that they had heard him, make false accusations about the government and that he was anti-government and wicked. And they took him out and stoned him to death. And the government got the land. And that was not the end of the story. There was, if you read it, it's in 1 Kings 21, the story of Naboth and his vineyard. And wicked Queen Jezebel wanted his property. King Ahab wanted the property. There was a perpetual curse put on that tribe, and Ahab and his descendants for many generations suffered because of it. It was kind of a sad story. Anyway, your wife asked me who my favorite Bible character is. Naboth is up there near the top.
Okay. You said 1 Kings, what chapter, sir? I missed that.
21.
1 Kings chapter 21. I will.
Call is from the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office.
I will go read that.
Ahab and Jezebel wanted Naboth's vineyard. He said, I can't sell it. That's inheritance of my father. That would be against God's laws. So it's interesting. They accused him. These guys said, we heard him curse God and the king. This guy's running an extensive criminal operation.
Right.
Yeah, maybe there's a similarity there.
Amen.
I probably better not work on that right now. Secondly, in light of the policy of making a lot of noise and shining the light, if anybody can find those letters that I wrote to the IRS agents asking for simple answers, and that I included those letters from the attorney and tax consultant, etc., if you can find those, I think all of that should be not only posted worldwide to save my reputation in the gospel of Christ, but should also go to all the congressmen saying, look, will you do an investigation? Make them all testify under oath. Everybody. I'll be glad to come.
Amen.
Agents, have the U.S. attorneys, have the judge, have everybody come testify. They need to be put on trial, I think.
Amen.
Congress can hold a trial. This is not going to happen in the federal system where they cover each other's backside, So I thought, hey.
No, that's a great idea. Let me ask you this, sir. The letters you sent to IRS agent Scott Schneider, were they addressed to him specifically? And do you think it would be part of the pacer.gov account if somebody knew how to navigate that system?
They were addressed to him specifically. There were some to Randall Wright, who is the head of the civil division of the IRS in Pensacola, and I believe still is. The primary agents at the CID were Scott Schneider, Chuck Evans, Charles Evans is his name, Chuck Evans, and Tanya Burgess. But I think they were all addressed specifically to Scott Schneider, who was in charge.
Okay.
I would like an answer. Why didn't you answer my questions?
Right. I mean, that's you're instructed to reach out and to write those letters, and they never responded, which is atrocious. Do you think it would be in pacer.gov, or do you think, I'm just wondering, any clues on how we would go about trying to find those and locate those?
Well, if I recall, when I did them, I made copies and sent them out and even posted them on some websites saying, look, I'm trying to get answers. This is 2002 or 2001. And so somebody may have archived it. So I guess, and I don't think they're on pacer.gov.
Okay,
They're not part of any court record.
I got you.
That may be what did this. I'm assuming that's probably what disappeared during the 2004 raid when they took all the records of everything, and which is why I try to keep stuff posted in 10 places and hidden in 10 more places. You know, these guys, they don't understand anything about truth and justice. They only understand winning. You know.
Right. No, absolutely.
Yeah. So I believe somebody will have them.
Okay, no, I will get this out to the public, and maybe it will trigger a memory in somebody's mind, and we'll see what turns up, and we'll do our best.
I'll tell you, it might be that Pastor Mooneyhan has them. He's had a stroke and pretty incapacitated. He's in Ocala, Florida, Mooneyhan, like Nancy. Give him a call. His wife will answer and say, is there a chance he's got them? That he was a pastor of the church during that time.
Okay.
I feel almost certain he would have a copy. Another one would be John Schlabach himself, who wrote one of them, because I had sent him the other ones and said, John, is these guys right? You know, because he wrote, I think if you look at the dates, his is the third one that I got, and I may be mistaken on that, but I met John and spoke at a church out there. He went to my church. I would check there. Who else might have them, just right offhand? If I think of some, I'll let you know.
Okay. No, I think. No, I'll try to reach out to those two individuals as best I can, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might have the contact information that you provided previously for Mooneyhan.
Okay. Another option is once it goes to trial, Congress can subpoena them because certainly Scott Schneider is required to keep the copies.
Right.
Even if they did steal the ones out of my files. Actually, Eric or my wife may have them and be able to put their hand. I hate to involve them, though. Let's do that as a last resort.
No, I understand.
Yeah, but that needs to be, let everybody know, look, I tried. Now, if they are indeed, if they, meaning the IRS agents here, are indeed part of a mafia-style, you know, get-rich-quick scheme, which I think it is. I think the whole IRS is mafia-style. Then just let everybody know. Let the world know, hey, folks, we don't have any lawful right to do this, but you better send us money or we're going to come. Okay? Let everybody know you're threatening me, prison, and I'll pay your extortion money.
Yeah.
Don't throw me in jail and ruin my reputation.
Right.
They're the ones got the bad reputation.
Right.
Liars and the thieves. So
Yeah.
let everybody know I'm a liar and a thief. Now give me your money.
Yeah, don't be sneaky about it, right? It's like, just come right out in the open and admit what's really going on.
Sure. Okay, third point I have. Can you find the cost of an extra court reporter, a private court reporter, and the audio tape, and let's just do it for this trial?
Okay. I will try to find out how much that cost, and I would think just simply having a recording device. You don't have to pay a stenographer. Just being able to, hire your own court reporter that simply has a recording device in the court.
It has to be hooked up to all their microphones, I think, so you can catch every word, because I remember one time in court I was leaning forward just a little bit, and the judge yelled at me to lean back, and I said, well, I can't hear what you're saying.
Well, we'll check into that, though. Well, we will check into that. Maybe there's something, because I agree. You do have the right, I'm told, to hire your own court reporter, especially if we don't trust theirs. So we'll look into that.
You still?
Oh yeah, my wife, I think, put the phone down.
Yeah, if it's a 1 week trial, I can't imagine it costing more than $1,000 for somebody to come in and work for a week.
Right.
I don't know what they get paid, but
right. And what is today? Today's the February the 15th, and we have until March the 2nd, right? So things are getting pretty urgent. We have a sense of urgency here that if anything's going to be done, we need to do it quickly. And I'm considering putting out another press release to let everybody know how urgent the situation is, that we've got, if we're going to do anything, we've got to do it before March the 2nd, because the enemy is, bringing new charges against you, and if they make them stick, which I can't imagine them doing, but they've done this before, and this seems to be their game plan. We've got to do something before March the 2nd. So we're trying to rally the troops. During the conference call, we talked about aerial banners, with airplanes flying aerial banners. We talked about putting up billboards. The problem with billboards, sir, is it takes 1 to 2 weeks to get it up, and by the time it's up, the trial will already have begun. We've talked about making some business cards and getting those printed quickly. So I'm kind of leaning towards the press release. We did that before, and but that goes out quickly. But we have to write it up in such a way that it has to meet their criteria, and that's always a challenge. But we're brainstorming on ideas, and we're hoping the Lord guides us and gives us discernment. We want to listen to you as well, but we're doing the best that we can to make some noise and shine some light.
The SaveTheStorks.com, they have a rolling billboard just the side of their van is a permanent billboard everywhere they drive.
Ah, okay. Very good.
Yeah, I don't know.
All the artwork has been done all the artwork is really sharp, and it's all been done for banners, billboards, and business cards.
Oh yeah, there's an individual that put some really, really good, what do you call it, billboard banner. If we were to get a billboard, he's got the artwork. The artwork is tremendous, and it really is a dire warning about the IRS and how corrupt they are, and it would really be a provocative thing if we were to manage to get it on a billboard, or even business cards for that matter. But so we do have some good artwork, and people have really came through in producing it. It's just a matter of getting it published so that the public can see it.
Yeah, we're going to get our own banners made with this artwork, and it says the IRS is coming for you, Free Kent.
Yeah.
With the website.
Well, here's a wild idea. We bought 21 Cummings Road years ago off of Donna Rimmer. Her husband is a judge. Well, they got divorced, but he's a judge in Pensacola in the state court, I think, or county maybe. Their son, Marcus Rimmer, like 6'7", has his own sign company in Pensacola, and he does wraps for vans, and he does these, vinyl peel and stick, put on the side of your car, put on the side of your van. That's exactly what he does. Huge ones, He could wrap a whole motor home. They call it a wrap, and it'll last 5 or 6 years.
That's great. We also have people taking those, they have magic markers now, fluorescent colors, and they're writing them all over their windows on their vehicles, saying freekent.com.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be part of any of that other than just tell you if you want to get some ideas from Marcus, he's right there not too far from, anyway, Eric's house is on half of that lot we bought from his mother. And Ken Andrew lives in the other one, 21 Cummings, right?
This call is from the Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office.
Be poetic justice. Him get involved.
Right.
I forget the name of his sign shop, but he makes signs. That's what, if you decide to go that route, a rolling billboards, vinyl on the side of people's cars, and make any size you want, 2 foot by 4 foot, and stick it on, and when you're done, take it off,
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's a great idea.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm hoping that this Friday, when we go for the pre-trial hearing, is one, you guys ready to go? Is everything ready? The judge, they always do this. We already had one last month. That they say, no, we're not ready, and drop these charges.
That would be wonderful.
It should happen.
Yeah.
Well, get everybody, but yes, if anybody's going to contact Congress, Senate, or the Justice Department, or the International Court, or whatever Ernie's doing, this is the week to do it.
Yeah.
Like now,
Right.
Urgent.
We do have a sense of urgency because March the 2nd is just around the corner.
Well, it's interesting. Last time they selected a jury pool from 100 miles away, people who couldn't possibly know me. I thought it was supposed to be a jury of your peers.
Right.
They're making sure that they make sure I'm on the news, Pensacola News Journal, etc. I'm on the news in the whole panhandle.
With a negative twist.
To make sure if there's a jury, the jury already has a negative impression, from the pool they're selecting from.
Yeah.
That's
You have 60 seconds remaining.
quite obviously not fair.
No.
If you do the same thing, or if I do the same thing, try to get news out to the whole panhandle, jury tampering.
Right.
What did you think you did?
Right.
Yeah, okay. It's a big political mess. And I'm reading a book about Chernobyl and all the cover-up, the Chernobyl disaster. And that's exact. I see so many similarities here. They have to cover up their mistakes now. They have to bury me.
Yeah. They got to silence you. That's true.
Capable of thinking about. Well, Acts chapter 16. After it was over, they beat Paul and Silas, and he led folks to prison. Led folks to the Lord in prison. He said, "You come and apologize publicly," and he got it. That's what I'm praying for.
Amen.
Great. Thank you, brother. That's all I needed.
Okay. Feel free to call back tonight if you want.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you, brother.
Okay. God bless.